You're now tuned into STWF-TV, The Parlay Perspective. The Parlay Perspective. Where we talk hockey.
Feed Byfield around one man in on goal. Scores! What a goal! Quentin Byfield! And that gets Jim Fox out of his seat here at Crypto.com Arena.
Basketball.
Take matters into his own hands, Van Horn. Now, you got to get this in from Church here. Oh, my gosh. Down, Kobe.
Football.
Oh my God!
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, my God.
Wilson's going to lob one, and somehow, some way, Paul Richardson comes up with the ball.
Cuts upfield. Hurdles over a couple of people.
Oh my goodness, did you see that? He hit Steve Brown with what looked like a karate kick.
Baseball and more.
Well, there goes again. Pitch is swung on a miss. Throw to second base is high. They're going to say that Rojas got in the way. It doesn't matter. Sosa tagged him out anyway. That was an amazing catch and tag by
The Parlay Perspective. The Parlay Perspective.
What's up, bro? How you doing today, man?
What's the word with it? Respect us, baby. It's the Parlay Perspective, man. Coach on the left, Meta on the right. We here tonight, man. About to shake it off, man. On hump day, you know what I'm saying? But we don't talk about that type of stuff on Wednesday. We talk sports, man. So we glad to be here tonight. How you doing, Coach?
I'm doing a lot better than yesterday. Good to be back after a 24-hour hiatus.
Yes,
but back at it like we're mad at it, fam.
Yes, sir.
Weekend almost here, too.
Yes, sir. Weekend's over there. Two days. You know what I'm saying? Summer camp's about to end too, man. And Will's coming on the fray, man. Perfect timing, man. You are a perfect timing artist, ain't you, man?
I do what I can.
Brother, man.
That's
You
my
here,
man.
my guy.
Yeah,
Chilling.
What's good, people?
How you doing today, man?
I'm chilling, man. What's good with y'all?
I can't complain, man. I figure, we get you in here once we get started. He gonna come sliding up in here. Slide in here like Kramer.
All day.
All day, every day. You know how you do it.
Levels, Jerry, levels.
Hell, this dude, man. Hey, go Vanderbilt. You seen the post. You know what I'm saying? All this SEC power talk, man, it gets me mad sometimes.
Is that what he's trying to tell you to be your adopted school?
No, that's what I want my adopted school to be. Vanderbilt. I got to take the place of Skip Bayless. He ain't here no more. So I got to take pride in that. Vanderbilt, you know what I'm saying? Okay. He got fired. So you ain't gonna be hearing no Vanderbilt talk unless it's from me.
Okay. I thought, at least Missouri or Tennessee. Vandy, huh?
Vandy's fun. Vandy's fun. Vandy's closest to his original love, which is BC. In that they're not going to win.
No.
I'll be pretty interested to see how
That's
many.
The correlation.
Yeah. Not good.
Every year we talk about a team and how many wins they'll get this season. We will on Monday actually discuss how many wins Vanderbilt will have, because I'm going to go look through the weekend of the schedule, look around, see what they got, see if they've improved somewhat. Hopefully they have to somewhat, right? In this division, though, there's a lot of teams stacked up, man. But yeah, man, we got all types of news tonight, man. We got NFL, NBA, MLB in a sense, you know what I'm saying? We got some Olympic news, the after drama. We here tonight. Tap in, like, share, subscribe, man. STWF-TV, all over all streaming platforms.
There ain't nothing on tonight.
Well, y'all kicking the shit out of us right now.
MLB, of course. We got the WNBA coming back tomorrow with 3 games scheduled. Mercury versus the Sky starts off that fray tomorrow night. So, quick chat before we get into the real part of blazing news that we had here. Briefly, WNBA talk. Couple questions regarding the second half of the season. Shout out to the USA for winning gold, first off, against France in a hell of a game. One of the best games I've seen in a women's FIBA game in a long time. Shout out to the ladies for keeping that streak going, but also shout out to France, man. There may be a team that could possibly beat USA in the future. We'll see. But first off, we're gonna just round ball it. Rookie of the year, who's gonna end up with it? It's gonna be Caitlin Clark or is it gonna be Angel Reese?
It'll be Angel. I mean, it'll be Caitlin. She's changing the game, yo. It's Steph Curry.
Yeah, she started off very rough, but now she's starting to find. It's like playing in traffic, trying to get in and merge. She's merged in now. She's the speed of the game. She's getting caught up to it. Her decision making is getting better.
What's crazy is what's really happening too is they can catch passes suddenly. They're ready
right?
for her passes. A lot of that in the beginning, a lot of them turnovers, motherfuckers just not being as advanced as she is.
Absolutely. I agree with that. I think this will play, and this will tell who, not really, because, I mean, shout out to both lady ballers, but we're going to see who really has the edge coming out this break. They both had it, so there's not an advantage for any one of them in terms of playing in the Olympics. They both did play, had awesome time to themselves. What they've been doing with it, I don't know. I don't care as long as these ladies continue the performances that they've been putting on. But I'm going to lean towards Caitlin, too, as you guys are saying, because I feel like that edge will kind of signal her because she needed that rest. Everybody's like, Caitlin needs rest. She's been playing for so long at a high pace, high flow. Though a few of the games were rough to start the season, she's coming back up on that. So I would favor Caitlin as well. It's going to be interesting to see how Angel comes out the second half. Interesting to see that.
Yeah.
Another question, do the Ace repeat? We've seen the Ace kind of not be the Aces, but the second half of the season may turn that around. They struggled in some instances this season. That usually happens. After a time, you win a bunch of championships, man. What is there really to play for? But they still got Audrey Wilson, who's going to fly away most likely with the MVP. And they still have a bunch of stars. And what's Becky Hammond is going to hopefully lead that team into a resurgence in the second half. So you think a repeat for the Aces, or are you taking the field?
Aces. Yeah. 13, basically 13 and 12. That's great, Reese. Reese balling.
Mm-hmm. Good, strong double-double.
And she's at 17 and 8 with 5 boards, almost 6 boards. Yeah. Problematic. Can't wait till Juju get to the league.
I'm going to take the field, man. I'm going to take the field in this one. I actually like the field this year. What's going on with them. I like the team that possibly could have won it last year if they came more prepared, but they just gelled that team together last year, and that's the New York Liberty. I'm hoping they're able to keep pace and hoist one. It'll be great for not only the state of New York, you know what I'm saying? The Knicks can claim it, and all the other teams can claim their championship. Brianna Stewart and
Stewie's there, right? Yeah.
Yeah, so hopefully they can keep pace, man, for real.
Stewie was trying to pull up at the USA games, FIBA. She was firing shots.
Shots. WNBA, man, tomorrow, man, as we go. I'm going to go through real quick the schedule of games, man. Second half, go enjoy it, man, if you can. We got Mercury versus the Sky tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. You got the Mystics versus the Lynx at 8 o'clock as well. And then to end the night, you have the Liberty playing the Sparks in Los Angeles. So definitely be interesting to see that.
Well, just like that, Coach. Tie game.
What y'all talking about? Texas, Boston? Oh, yeah. That's why you guys at war, man, tonight. Actually, last night was a couple of days ago was Heritage Night at Fenway Park. So you had all the different nationalities out the game representing.
I should have won.
With the Rangers, it was probably a popping scene out in Fenway. So shout out to both teams, man, playing right now for both their cities. Red Sox looking to continue to push towards the wild card. Texas, I don't know what they're doing.
That's a top of the ninth 3-run shot to tie the game.
That's wild.
That's a 3-run shot.
3-run shot to the monster.
3-way shot to the monster.
Who hit it? Seager?
Huh?
Who hit it? Seager?
Langford.
Okay. Oh, Wyatt, the Rook.
That's huge. The Rook, yeah.
Going into this game, the Red
big
Sox,
shot for him.
the last couple games have been without Jarren Duran, and we'll just jump into the stories now because we're talking MLB. Shout out to the Bigs. The Red Sox outfielder was caught using an anti-gay slur at a heckling fan during the game Sunday versus the Astros. He made a remark as he stepped into the plate in the 6th inning. A fan shouted at him that he needed a tennis racket. He yelled, "Shut up," followed by a slur. So he did apologize.
Huh?
So what did he say? Even though it don't matter, but I'm just curious what he said.
You know what he said?
He went maggot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
can't say that, man.
So he served a 2-game suspension. He apologized. His game checks for Monday and Tuesday were donated to a nonprofit organization that supports the LGBTQ community. Now, on the other side of things, the 27-year-old has burst into the scene this season, earned his first All-Star nod. But around Fenway and maybe other places, his jersey sales have seemed to boom. Expect many more of them just about anywhere. Duran's jersey at the time of publishing was the top-selling jersey on the online MLB shop. Though Shohei Ohtani make up the next 3 spots and 5 of the next 8, the customizable Dodger jersey ranks 5th, while the customizable Padre jersey ranks 7th and 8th. So this controversy here, does it do great service to Duran now that everything's going on? I mean, this guy's been a star in the making, and we've heard him a lot in Boston. But, I mean, this is a bad situation to come in, to be really in the media frame, perhaps. But if they're going to forgive him 2-game suspension, I'm just talking strictly MLB. Is this the rise of Jarren Duran as, like, the next element, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, he's a good player. A lot of people like him just because, first off, he kind of reminded us of Ellsbury back in the day. And then second of all, he had that terrible run when he came up. We were all hyped for him, this really fast center fielder, really good athlete who can hit. And he came up and he couldn't do any of it. Like, he couldn't. The once great fielder was making error after error in the field. He couldn't hit anything if you rolled the ball in. So he had a rough path, and now that he's shining and doing a lot better, obviously not what you want to be saying publicly or even privately, but specifically publicly. But yeah, I think people will understand that it's not for the slur part of it. It's more, it's a word. He's not saying it because he has a problem with the alphabet game.
Well, check this out here, and this is pretty interesting as well. We've seen a couple guys' jersey sales raise up, and people that's been kind of in the same situation as maybe not the same situation, but different things that have happened over the last couple months in regards to guys in sports. Ivan Polaroff of the Philadelphia Flyers skyrocketed after he refused to wear Pride-themed merchandise during warm-ups, citing his religion. And also recently, Harrison Buckner also saw a rapid increase in jersey sales and a new deal following the speech of at Benedict College as part of their graduation.
So this is a phenomenon that happens a lot in America. And what it really is that it's the same reason why Trump got elected. People regularly like it when you say, fuck the establishment. If in any way you're trying to go against the establishment or the government in any way, like, people are going to like that. That's the main reason why people love Trump. Because he's like, no, I'm not playing the game y'all way. I'm going to do this shit my way. I'm not playing by y'all rules. I don't mind that. I think it's funny.
It is funny.
People need to realize how America came to be in the first place. Also, because we wanted to do our own shit. That's how
outside the lines.
It's built into our DNA. The people, you got to realize, the people who decided, look, at the very top, it was all over taxes. Obviously, we know that. But everyone else who decided to follow these motherfuckers over here, that's a different type of human being. Those are all risk-taking, crazy people. That like you got to be nuts. There's not even a guarantee something's over there, and they hopped on boats and they fucked off and came to this country to start a country. They stole it. Like it's crazy. These are crazy people, and that is the roots of everyone who's here. So when you see people who go against the trend, who want to buck the trend or go against the establishment, that is literally ingrained in the blood of our people. Like that's just how we are.
Even the immigrants that come over here, they come over here really not knowing what's going to happen.
They come over here with nothing, knowing nothing, but the idea is fuck off wherever I was from, fuck that place. I'm gonna go somewhere where I can make something of myself.
Yep,
that's just what we
pay
are.
My
here.
own way.
I'm gonna make fuck you money. That's what we all really want.
That's why capitalism will always be a part of society because that's in the DNA of capitalism as well. I'm gonna go pave my own way, do it my way. Yeah. I'm either going to be successful or I'm going to fail.
Unfortunately, it's Ouroboros, the snake that eats itself, because it's by design. It's designed to fail. So,
absolutely, man.
Evolution. Got to have the changing of the seasons.
yeah.
You got to, man. I'm happy that I live in New England where we get all four of them, man. Durant served that 2-game suspension. He is, I believe, playing tonight. I think he served the first 2 of the series between the Rangers and the Red Sox. He should be active in the lineup tonight. Jersey sales going to keep raising up, man, as he becomes Fenway's new guy, head of chief, whatever you want to call it, man. Go ahead,
Not
Coach.
to this magnitude. Oh, you saw me laughing. Not to this magnitude. Have y'all ever been in a competitive situation where you lost your cool?
Oh, yeah. Multiple times.
On this fucking show. What are you talking about?
You want me to lose our
literally in front of you people on a regular basis. I don't even any of those times
I always try to portray myself to be cool and calm, but there's one particular situation I can remember is me and my brother we out, I came off from school, we played flag tournaments and stuff together. And one of us blew an assignment and somebody scored. And I think I messed up, and my brother got on my ass about it. And I had some choice words about him, towards him. And our quarterback, John, man, and RIP to his dad, man. His parents are always out there supporting us. And the words that I said, all I remember is I looked over at his parents, and their mouths were literally on the ground. Like I've never heard him talk like that before.
Hey, it only takes so much for you to come out, man. No bull. Especially in hair before and you hear, oh my God, he talks like that.
Yeah, they were surprised. I said, you can only imagine what I said. It's your assignment.
Does he say that all the time?
My homie went to this culinary school in Brighton. Actually, it's in Brookline, I believe, or New. I forget where exactly it is. But they had a intramural football game, and we all went. But it happened to be, we didn't know they were going to choose a field that the grass was kind of long, longer than you would typically want football game grass to be on. And there was like a little drizzle. So the shit was basically, so we were slipping and sliding out there in this intramural football. And my brother, we weren't even prepared for this. So we only had the one pair of cleats, his pair of cleats. And we were like, yo, we're going to switch them off. Like we'll switch the cleats every quarter or whatever. Every
quarter. Wow.
Right. Like every half or whatever. And like, so we get out there and this motherfucker starts bumming it. Like I would say pound for pound, he's the best football player of our group. But like I'm a problem at the time. So I'm like, I don't care. Like, let's go. But he's not balling. And then he gets mad at halftime. He flips out on me. You're not Randy Moss. Stop throwing the head up every time you get even a little space. I'm like, yo, I'm always open. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. I woke up open. I'll never not be open.
No.
And then I snapped. I'm like, give me the fucking cleats. You ain't doing nothing with them. Give me the cleats then. I'll show you. And yeah, it's just the whole thing. But that was one of the times, like, that's my brother. I lost my cool on him because he just like, what are you talking about? Like, you got the cleats on and ain't doing shit. At least I'm just falling out here. Like, it's crazy, man.
Man, it's wild, man. How it just get you. I mean, I got a ton of stories, man. I might have a story for you on Friday. Next week to start a new fresh one this Friday, man. To talk to you on Monday about, man. I'm coming unretired in basketball for one night only. So catch me at the Boys and Girls Club Friday night, man.
What?
You know,
Don't go
alumni
putting my hand in
basketball,
there.
man. Yes, I'm gonna try to get it recorded, man, so y'all can see me in action, man. You know what I'm saying? Toops coming back for one night only.
Bill, what you think about this?
So, I think the Red Sox just blew the lead, but yeah, no. They scored 2 more in the top of the 10th. It's over. It's gonna be over. But yeah, I want to see the footage. Too good ball, man. I want to see it. It's been a while since I seen it.
Y'all talking football. My last stat line in the football game, I played in the Thanksgiving game probably about 4 years ago. My stat line was about 16 tackles. I had a pick on the opening drive. I came at the QB. No, it was a fumble actually. Came at the QB, fumbled the ball, and came right in my hands, and I scored a touchdown. They never seen me play football before ever. They were talking crap for weeks, like, oh, he ain't got it. First play of the game, I came through. My Brian Urlacher. That was one of my favorite guys on the field when I.
He's a beast, man. He's a beast. I love when
Brady.
I love when Brady juked him. Remember when Brady juked him?
My last 3
Brian Urlacher.
My last 3.
You got video of that too? I didn't see video too.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie. The tape, I ain't never gonna lie, man. I don't play sports like that no more. For one thing, I came unretired. I haven't played football since. Al Bundy. I might be Al Bundy, man.
Nah, that's Uncle Rico.
Talk too hard, man. Absolutely, man. Crazy stories as we hit the gridiron for news anyway, man. If y'all been under a rock all day, the NFL is
crazy. We probably should have opened with this, but yeah, it's crazy.
Yep.
The worst part. Let's get the worst part out of the way.
Let's get the worst part out of the way. And Sean's here, man. That's why I tagged you ass. Perfect timing, right? You can talk to us a little bit, shit, right? Because the Minnesota Vikings need Lizzo. Yes, the Minnesota Vikings need Lizzo.
They need a lot.
J to the Izzo, whatever, man.
Kawan, that was the first story of the day until they got bumped by all the injuries. That's like
we're gonna get to all that. Kawan, follow us. We're gonna get into story after story. We got a few stories NFL.
Tell them.
First tap in, man. Rookie JJ McCarthy. Yesterday we found out had some pain in his knee, had surgery. It was announced today that he will be out for the rest of the season due to a torn meniscus. Now, this man obviously was Minnesota's top pick, the number 10 pick in April's draft, viewed as the franchise quarterback of the Vikings. Done, man. Going into this season with Jaron Hall potentially going to start. This is a blow to Minnesota.
Low key. Best case scenario.
In that case, too, because of what's going on.
I think it's best case scenario. So Addison goes down, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, Addison too. Addison gets carted off the field.
So I don't know how bad that's gonna be, but hopefully it's really bad. I mean, not hopefully it's bad. Hopefully it's bad enough that because don't rush him back. Just tank. That's it. You in a perfect spot to tank now. You had a rookie quarterback coming in anyway. You locked up the guy you scared might bounce. He's gonna stay now. So just tank. You can get some crazy players next year if you play your cards right. And then McCarthy will be back perfectly for next. He did it. Remember, best case scenario is when you do it early.
Yeah.
So that the next season
full
you don't
season and off season to recover.
Full season, off season. So now the year that we always say that it's probably better for a quarterback to sit for a year because we see so many times it works better that way. Now he's got that forced upon him, learn the playbook. He's gonna be good. It's gonna end up working out for them. It sucks though, but it just sucks for the kid, man. I feel bad for McCarthy, but
I feel bad for him too.
This also can be a blessing in disguise as well, from the aspect of there's a couple of quarterbacks coming out next year. The way it's looking, they might mess around and get the top overall pick. You already got your franchise quarterback. Coming back from an injury. Somebody's going to be quarterback hungry. Take that first pick, like Chicago did. Flip that. You can still get
so if it gets to be high, right? If it gets to be a high pick, like 1 or 2, 3 even, trade out that motherfucker. You don't need it. Because those are
got a lot of holes on that team right now.
Yeah, it's quarterback picks. But then you can replace. Right now, they don't have a defensive end worth even mentioning. So get you an edge rusher. And that's the other thing. If that pick is high, you may not even have to trade it. That may be the edge rusher that you need that's going to be sitting there.
Yep,
so go get an edge rusher to replace Hunter now that he's gone. They didn't even try to replace him. I saw the roster. I was like, yo, they didn't even get anybody. They drafted some people, I think, but I don't know. It's slow.
Minnesota's trying to tank before they already
Jonathan Bullard are the starting ends.
Look, I mean, you do what you do with what you got, but I think they'll be fine.
I see one name on their defense that I remember. I mean, that I recognize, and that's Shaquille Griffin.
Oh, is Harrison Smith still there?
Harrison Phillips. Oh no, safety. Yeah, he's still there. Still there.
Still there with the game, man.
One of the few white DBs left. Got to protect him.
That's why you know him.
There's a side note, man.
That's why anybody knows him. Honestly,
4 white cornerbacks in the NFL projected this year, man. On opening day, man. Shout out.
3 of them, right?
3 or 4, yeah. I believe you might be right with the 3. Shout out to them, man. Jordan Addison will mention as well. Coach mentioned earlier. Carter off in practice. Not serious. They said ankle injury, twisted the ankle. I feel probably high sprained it. They said he won't practice tomorrow. He probably won't practice for a little bit. You know, he'll be in for opening day. So in that case, it comes from you're really about to tank to probably you may have to tank. You know, with the Addison injury not being severe, but I think the injury would have put him in a situation where he's getting suspended probably anyway. So he would just have the time to just heal and just learn about everything just all in one. But unfortunately for him, it's not an injury that's going to prolong, anything going on.
Well, I mean, it'll hopefully he'll be back for opening game, of which he might even eventually get suspended for. But if he is injured any extended time, that suspension won't start till he's healthy.
And that's crazy. Oh, you just reminded me too, dog. They do you dirty. They don't let you get double time.
There's no time served. There is no time served. No
time served.
They will not. So like I said, I think McCarthy, it sucks for him. But who's their backup, by the way?
For McCarthy.
Who?
Jaron Hall, I believe, the backup QB.
Right. I'm Sam Darnold's the starter. Nick Mullins is the backup. Then
Jaron. Oh, okay. So Nick Mullins still there. Oh, you said Sam Darnold's about to get that spot.
Yep.
Ooh,
Sam Darnold get to throw to the best receiver in the game, and Jordan Addison. So
we've seen all these quarterbacks from that draft that Darnold was drafted, and majority of them didn't pan out. Sam Darnold still got an opportunity to get a starting job.
Yeah.
And the NFL is kind of what you did yesterday. Now, if Sam Darnold can somewhat have an okay,
he got Justin. He got
that backup money good.
He got Justin Jefferson. He got Hawkinson in there, right?
Yep.
He got Addison on the other side.
It's not too bad a receiving core.
All he got to do is not look like absolute shit, and he'll earn himself some money next year.
Not look like Sam Darnold.
I mean, a little bit.
Hey, we gave Geno Smith.
Oh, Aaron Jones is there. I forgot about that.
Yeah, Jones is there. You got Geno Smith that reserved. Let's see Sam Darnold, a former Jet, actually. Geno Smith.
Oh, this is his last stand.
This is last stand.
This is going to be his last stand, because if
his last stand
of anything, if he balls, then yeah, cool. He might get another job, like a starting job. But if he's trash with everything that's going to be around him, I said he's done. Sam Darnold done forever after that.
On whatever he said.
But he gets to go out on his shield though. He started today off not knowing that he was gonna be a starter. Like, I mean, he started off not realizing he was about to have the control of a franchise right now if he plays well. That's fascinating. He was a backup to a rookie. Interesting.
Sam Darnold, or is he gonna change his name to Sam Viking? We're gonna find out, man. It's gonna be interesting.
Blow them horns, though. Blow them horns.
Definitely blow those horns, man. Fans, man, everywhere. Next up,
Skull.
Skull, baby. Shout to Bree, man. Skull, Bree. We should have tagged you in here, man. We want to get your thoughts on that. Maybe we'll get them later. Maybe sometime get you, or you'll be in here and we can talk. Is Darnold likely to pull a Baker Mayfield or be Zach Wilson if you had to guess? I'm gonna say right now, Geno Smith.
I'd lean toward that's what he's really that's what he really wants. He really wants the Geno Smith revival.
Yeah.
He can't be Baker. He can't be Baker. Baker built different. He could be Zach, but I think he's better than Zach. So yeah, he's trying to pull off the Geno.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely, man. It'll be great. Now, because we know that this is a placeholder. He's a placeholder, and I don't think another team's gonna give him that money to be a starter. But he'll get the money to be a backup. And he needs to not fuck up this year to get that.
By
Baker
the way,
ended up getting bread in the starting spot. So that's a little right.
Three of those guys that we talked about just now were high picks of the Jets.
Right.
Sam Darnold, Zach Wilson, and Geno Smith were all.
That's why your boy is there.
Jets flunkies, yeah.
And the crazy thing is Zach Wilson might not have the longevity that Darnold or Geno has because Zach may not be the guy to resurge himself. We kind of already shooting him in the boot. But
see, Zach had the added problem of no one likes him because he's a dick.
Douchebag.
Douche.
He's probably a bigger dick than A-Rod.
And he might try to bang your mom. So, mayo in the coffee, we out.
He's gonna make an effort of it.
Yeah, the old college try.
The Vikings offense is the lead, and you can't mess it up. Yeah, it's a lot better than I thought it was. After you sat down and looked at the depth chart from that, yeah, good. No, Aaron Jones still got some tread on the tires. He's got 2 good receivers, a good tight end. Yeah, don't mess it up. He's still going to finish 4th in that division.
Lots of slants.
Safe passes.
Hella slants, man. Hella slants.
Where
did Ayuk sighting, man? We got some
What
traction.
is going on with that?
We got a little traction today. A little traction. Saying the 49ers possibly want to keep him, but then there's a deal in place supposedly to Pittsburgh.
Where the bag, Will?
What's going on?
Where my bag at?
That Will sucks, man. So
is he or is he not going to Pittsburgh?
I think he is.
I think he is now.
I
Also, I'm tired of this story already.
Yes, I'm tired of this story. That's why I threw it in for 5 seconds so we can give the update, the sign of Ayuk. Hopefully, this man Ayuk becomes
update. He might go. He might not.
Yes.
We'll check back with more.
In other news, man, Mark Andrews, okay, after a serious car accident. We know that the tight end missed some time last year. He avoided injury Wednesday morning after being involved in a serious car accident with 2 vehicles sustained heavy damage. Andrews just right in the statement. I appreciate everybody's thoughts and well wishes. They definitely need this man at full strength, 100. That would have been devastating, and another devastating story if he had missed some significant time. But in all, man, praise up to everybody that was involved in that accident, man. Great that Mark Andrews was able to.
Yeah, they're gonna have to rap. They're gonna have to rap, bro, and bubble wrap. And yes, I'm doing a show and crapping on
Will too. Shout out to the Frenemies podcast, man, doing their fantasy football talk. Shout out to Dale for coming in, tuning in, man. Now
they're doing Frenemies right now, or the second best in the world show.
Second best in the world. Oh, because I'm the best in the world, and I haven't been there in a while, so it is the second best in the world. You're right. You're right about that.
That's what I told him.
Oh man, shout out to you. Thank you, Will. I appreciate that. I said the same thing earlier about the tap out, man. I said Coach said I got the controls Monday. You handle Wednesdays. Will got Fridays. I said, yeah, technically it should be Jake, but Will handles it.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? We all do that, man.
Got to run the show,
That
man.
is a Will Wigfall production.
Yeah, pretty much. Chili Will.
Dale, you tagged my man Will. Now I'm gonna attack you on your show.
Yeah,
you
know get back to work, Dale. You fucking bum.
Hey, news on my boy CD, dog. Jerry, hey, there's no news on CD yet, man. CD don't need no news, man. There's no guys. I'm gonna say this right here on this podcast right here. I'm gonna say this, and if I'm wrong, shoot me. CD will sign with the Cowboys. Best believe that. They will.
Yeah.
Will not.
I know.
Dallas. The question is when. But at this case, I don't care how long it takes, man, to sign him. I'm feeling Tank woozy anyway, so prove me different, Dallas. Prove me different. That's news on CD Land, man. That's the news we have here, man. Football, man.
Who else got hurt? Someone else got hurt.
Somebody else got hurt? Let's see. Ooh.
We covered McCarthy, right? Addison. All right, maybe not. Hopefully.
Let's see. We got
stay healthy, folks.
Preseason week 2. Does that start tomorrow night?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't Jahmyr Gibbs have something happen?
Oh, Jahmyr Gibbs. Yes, Jahmyr Gibbs. Let's look.
He's gonna be all right though.
Gonna be all right. It's good.
I think they sound like a hamstring.
Okay. That's our second favorite team, so we gotta be all right.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, make sure get him healthy.
We do got one more. We do got two more. One quick one and one little not quick than this one. We have one here. Matthew Judon traded to the Atlanta Falcons for a 3rd round pick.
Scraps.
We've seen that.
That's good for him, though. I hope it works out for him. I'm not mad at him.
He's gonna help Atlanta win a division.
Mm-hmm. Ain't gonna be the Saints, that's for sure.
Man. We're gonna have to start putting that petition out for Chick-fil-A to be open on Sundays, dog. I'm telling y'all.
Another trade before the season, and the team gets better, and the Saints don't.
Womp womp. And last bit of NFL news. Hey, Anthony, your Washington Commanders made a news segment on the show. Shout out to the Washington Commanders. And it's not because of their rookie quarterback. There's nobody that's on their team right now, but I guess this is a funny, but I'll take it as a funny. I won't really take it as a true rumor, but they're interested in Antonio Brown. I don't know if that's true or not. But I've seen it, and I don't know if it's a funny or if it's true, but if they are, Anthony, we might have to check up on the Commanders because we thought they was doing pretty decent.
I'm hoping so. I'm ready to sit back and watch this story unfold.
Even if they wanted to, I guarantee you they'd be like, yo, we're interested. And then the league, they get a phone call and they'd be like, yeah, we're not interested.
I was looking. I didn't realize Christian McCaffrey's hurt right now.
Oh, Christian McCaffrey?
He's out for the rest of the preseason with a calf strain.
Yo, the other McCaffrey got drafted.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, the younger brother from Rice.
Rice, yeah.
He's wide receiver.
I don't know where he went, though. Is he on Washington? I can't remember.
I think he might have got drafted in Washington.
It's possible.
Alvin Kamara's been out all week with a back injury. Tightness in his back.
Doctor said I need a bacchiotomy.
Crazy, man. Football is here, fellas. Y'all want to take a quick break, man?
Where the hose at?
Get your hose, get your hose, man. We'll be back in 15, 20 seconds, man. Come back with us.
Y'all gotta keep me up better than that.
Yeah.
Hose water. Whether you've been playing hard or working hard, when your thirst needs to be quenched, there's hose water. Found at any retailer where sports drinks are sold. Or connected to your faucet in the backyard if you don't want to pay $4 for it. Hose water. Get yours today.
This is an emergency message. Stop what you're doing and hit the like button. Also comment and subscribe. Thank you. We now return you to your program.
Yes, we are back at you, man. Chill, Will, Coach, Meadow. We here, man. Parlay Perspective, man. Rolling down the NFL news. We got a sport. News is a sport, man, that has not resumed yet, man. But there's a few news lines from it, man, and that is the NBA. Again, shout out to the U.S. men, man, for keeping the gold, on the throne. Shout out to all the participants, even if you played 2 minutes, 5 minutes, or a million minutes. You know what I'm saying? You all participated in getting the medal. So shout out to everybody that got the medal, man. That's what it's about, man. Chewing that, taking a piece of that gold, man. You know what I'm saying? And your teeth possibly not breaking, man. Chipping that medal. So one thing that was, I guess, going around was, more to put on, I guess, LeBron and Steph Curry's, resume play in a sense. The MVP, I guess, in the Olympics was LeBron James. We've seen how the two most important games went. We've seen that Steph Curry dominated the semis against Serbia and as well as ran away with the championship with his Steph Curry display. In the two games combined, I think he hit about 17 threes. He did his thing flat out, man. Took him home. And I did say before the Olympics started that one man that needed this summer was Steph Curry. He's going into a season where, obviously his sidekick Clay's not there, and he's going to hoop this year, but more of an emphasis needs to be on him, man. Now that possibly he's going to be on the team riding alone by himself, and that's really important. So I guess there was some chatter around the world that Steph Curry was robbed of the Olympic MVP. which LeBron James won. So this is a quick little answer, and if you have something to back it up, go ahead. Was Steph Curry robbed of the Olympic MVP? I know it doesn't matter to me, but I mean, I want to chat some NBA stuff.
No, if the award is for the whole tournament, he was basically trashed for 4 straight games.
Yep.
And then he lit up the last 2 games.
5 and 6.
He had 29 points in the first 4 games. He had 60 points in the last 2. I greatly appreciate you showing up in the biggest moments and being clutch, but LeBron carried the entire tournament. It's pretty simple.
Yes, sir, man. I agree with that. LeBron definitely carried. You probably wouldn't even got into that round of circumstance if it wasn't for guys like Braun. Shout out to KD coming from injury, producing, doing his thing. Yeah. Shout out to the
Booker was solid.
Shout out to every Booker. Booker was really solid on the defensive end too, man. Really, really, really solid. And one thing he does predicate to and to the USA team. He did write a tweet a couple years ago saying that basically he will be there for whatever for Team USA. If he has to be a defender, he will. Offensive guy, he will, and all that. So shout out to Booker, man. Hopefully he brings that into the NBA.
He might have played himself because motherfuckers are going to want to see him play defense now. We know he can do it.
Exactly.
All right. So when you ain't defending and your team is getting bounced in the playoffs, we're going to have a conversation about this again. So
absolutely.
So I'm looking at their head-to-head. Minutes are about the same. Curry did average 14.8 to LeBron's 14.2, but that's the only time it's close. Rebounds per game, 3.2 Curry, 6.8 James. Assists per game, 2.5 Curry, 8.5 James.
I love it. I love it tonight. Hold on. We called them 2 of the biggest trolls in STWF. We had Sean here. Now we got Dominic. Shout out to my man Dominic in the building tonight.
Stay tuned because Steph definitely was not wrong.
We don't got no Raiders talk tonight, but we do have Steph Curry talk. He says Steph Curry was robbed. What up, fellas?
Field goal percentage. Curry 50%, LeBron 66.
Absurd, by the way.
Yeah. So for the tournament, LeBron was the better player.
Yeah, it wasn't really close.
Nah, man, he definitely was, man. Steph came through when he needed to come through, but hey, in this sense, it worked. The whole USA team, in a sense, worked because this is what the USA team does. And they did it in display this year. They sat 2 guys who are all NBA players, didn't play them. But they had a rotation of players that they
was harder.
3 different games.
Tatum was harder. Halliburton was injured.
Yeah, but they're both. It's just kind of like people need to pay attention. This happens a lot,
right?
In these FIBA games.
You got to think this is more than likely LeBron's last time. Probably KD. They got time.
Hold on, I'm gonna be real with you. You know, this puts Halliburton and Tatum. This puts Halliburton and Tatum in the top 5 already in terms of NBA MVP next year because both of these guys, and I don't think they really care about the minutes there, but the media and everybody's gonna blow it so much that these guys are gonna go out there and put up the points and assists that they do and rebounds, and people are gonna shout even more for them. You know what I'm saying? So I like it in the sense of that for both players. You know what I'm saying?
I will say that I agree that LeBron deserved the MVP. Curry, do you want to see LeBron James play with Steph Curry? Oh, yeah, 100%. I hope that's the best thing we got out of this. I hope those 2 link up. Couldn't agree more. I would love to see it. I'd rather it happen at Golden State so we can make fun of Bron some more for switching teams like that. But
I can see it happening in LA.
Yeah, me too. But the thing is that in terms of allegiance, there's way more allegiance from Curry to Golden State than LeBron to LA. Like he can leave LA. He don't care about that.
LeBron skips and hops anyway. So I mean, you kind of expected more from LeBron.
Right. But what I will say is this: I do think LeBron deserved the MVP of FIBA. However, I will say if you took LeBron off of the court for some of them games, there's other guys you could put in his spot, and we would have been probably in the same position or at least still really close. There's no one else who could have came in and did what Curry did in those last 2 games. So while overall LeBron definitely deserved the MVP and played better for the tournament, you don't get to go. You do not get to go without what Curry did. You don't get to go without what Curry did.
And even for that aspect in that game against Serbia, that little stretch, that 7-point stretch.
He had just a little stretch.
Yeah, there's nobody, and it's great because we've seen Steph Curry be clutch. We've seen him in clutch situations. We've seen him do that. We've seen a really clutch situation with him, and he really came about in the finals where they doubted him. Oh, he didn't win the MVP before. He never won the finals MVP before, and then he went to Boston and put him to sleep. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of stuff that we've been looking for Curry. And this Olympics kind of gave us that glimpse again. You know what I'm saying? That this man is solidified. This man is a solidified top 2, top 3 point guard in the history of the game. Like, this is cementing.
Hey, he's a top 2 point guard all time, and he's not number 2.
And he's not done yet either. You know what I'm saying? So there's more to build on this resume going at 36. Hopefully he can go to 45, but we don't know. Hopefully the ankles do keep foot. But he don't really need the ankles anyway. This dude, Steph Curry, had no toes, no ankles, will still shoot threes and lights out.
He's gonna be 80, still busting people's eyes out.
Oh yeah. His dad can still shoot, and his dad was nowhere near as good a shooter as him. So you don't lose that shit.
Nah.
You can't shoot a basketball a million times and lose that muscle memory.
Even baby brother got jumper. And he get passed around.
Yeah, Seth can shoot. He just can't do anything else. That's the problem.
Y'all going to some NBA games this year, fellas?
I want to, yeah.
Y'all going to some NBA games this year, fellas?
I want to go to ring night.
I can afford to.
Yes, sir. We can afford to. That's the key right there. I know games we ain't going to be able to avoid. And those goddamn Christmas games, man. Christmas schedule has came out. It came out.
Good lineup, too.
8th of August. Good lineup. We started in New York when you got Victor Wembanyama and the San Antonio Spurs facing the resurgent Knicks team. You know, hopefully everybody at that point is healthy and still rolling, you know, as the season starts.
Spurs probably taking a step towards competing again in the division. I like what they did.
Paul going to at least try to get you a playoff contention. I don't know how he feels after that, but they're definitely a good hail for the Spurs, man, with what they got as well. Curry ain't touching Magic Johnson at PG. Hold on, who's this? Oh man, if you don't cut that bullshit out, Will Corey ain't touching Magic Johnson at PG. Got me fucked up over here.
Very, very, very simply put, no, he's not. He's better than Magic.
Oh shit.
He's better than Magic.
Oh shit, man. Hey, this is the argument I promised myself for a long time not to touch.
Look who Magic played with. Look who Magic played with.
No, it's not even about. Honestly, it doesn't even come down to who you play with. It just comes on the art. For me, it is no. I'm only gonna say one thing, and I'm not gonna even put this in the art because it's not. Because to me, these guys are the top 2 in their position. I just feel like the art and the play from both of them are both fantastic arts. I can go to the museum and I can look at both of them. So for me to debate who's better is really gonna invite somebody that is a favorite. Oh, like that player better to really bug at me, and I'm not looking to bug at you because I like both players. So I'm staying out of this. You can have it, Mike. You can have it with Will.
I thought we should have one of our classes. Will and took battles.
No, this tonight. Actually, I'm good. I'm smart enough.
I'm not. You know, her anticipation is like. I'm like
no anticipation. I'm no way. But Mike can have it though. Mike, you can even come on the show one day and have this debate. I would love it. Sit here, eat my popcorn, and and clap and do what Coach does.
Mike get us canceled immediately.
Real talk. I want to see Wemby versus the Warriors.
I love debating with him though.
John Morant. We'll see all those matches this season. Shout out to John Morant. He's gonna come back. You know what I'm saying? Notice
that young man.
So we got the Timberwolves versus the Mavericks rematch of the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, he says Stockton locked in at number 2. Great, man. Look, hey, Stockton was nice, but
Stockton was nice too, dog.
He compared to Curry, man. He's a fucking.
All right, real talk.
That means a YMCA All-Star, man. Cut that out. Curry would destroy Stockton.
I want to get top 10.
Also, Stockton was dirty as shit. He wouldn't even last in this league right now. He get fouled out in the first 3 minutes.
Coach Lee, can you take off your toque?
You have to be risky with big.
Oh?
Did you draw Kakashi? Nah, I wish I drew that. I didn't though. I got it at a Comic-Con.
Down to our definition of a point guard. No, it does. Look, and that's why I'm not. That's why I am not entering that debate, Mike. Exactly, because you have this generation's point guard, and you have that generation's point guard, and they're both great art, no matter how you take it. That's why I'm not entering this debate at all. I can't. I'd rather end up in the middle.
Buyout.
Pushing. I'd rather push that bet than raise my stakes on either or player.
Magic, my final thing is Magic helped save the game. Hugely important. He really did. He helped save the game. But Curry changed the entire game. The entire game is played differently now. Magic can't say that he did that.
Really?
Magic, you know,
Magic. Only a couple guys have tried to play like Magic, but what part of the rest of the league is in Showtime? Right after Magic's run, the league didn't continue to play that type of basketball. The league immediately went into ISO basketball. It became Jordan's era, and it was all ISO.
We saw the Magic was probably Penny,
right? And even Penny was, and even Penny was Magic of the '90 era because he was an ISO player still.
Yeah.
And so it's just
we taking Cole over here. But in terms of the overall play, who wouldn't want to be 6'8", do everything on the score sheet, stat sheet, and be a mastermind on the basketball court? Like, who wouldn't want to be that? But Kobe's my guy, so I'm a rival Kobe. But LeBron's a hell of a talent. I can't disrespect that.
You can give me Kobe over Magic as well, easily.
Oh yeah, Kobe over Magic all day.
Great, Kobe, greatest Laker of all time.
Yeah, in my opinion, yeah.
Never saw 6'9" guys who can handle the ball like that. Hey,
100%.
No, you never seen that. Absolutely. And Magic Johnson was way ahead of his time. Like, shout out to him, man. You had guys that wanted to be.
Magic was extremely unique, and he dominated at times for sure. But I just think Curry had a better run.
And somebody with his physique at the time and his height and all that, he was a really nice guy. Steph Curry kind of holds that too. But then you see Steph, man. Steph didn't play no game.
Also, I know the league was different, but he could do whatever he wanted with the ball. And he was 6'9" with all the handling in the world. And I think he averaged career 18 points per game. You got to get more buckets than that. Curry's averaging like 25 a game career, something like that. Like, I know the assists are lower, but they play in a system where they all move the rock. There is no one person who's going to get all the assists on that team.
Chilling. Shout out to all these comments, all these shout out to everybody tuning in tonight, man.
Yo, what happened?
Word, man.
The tag you put out today really got people like riled up. I like that.
Appreciate y'all.
You know what I'm saying? So pop in, man. We here. Man. This honestly, we switched the show up to try to get this type of feeling tonight, and we're happy to see that we all get this type of feeling tonight, man. So shout out to everybody tuning in.
I also like them commenting on our background. She means the license plates, I'm guessing. Are those
are my
track.
Ran cross country and track.
Cross country, yeah. It's dope. I like that you got those in the shot.
Onto the Kupo is magic. You know what I'm saying?
Paraphernalia all over the house from sports. From Pee Wee to high school.
My man's never gonna be able to hit a consistent jump shot onto the Kupo. But
no, he'll never. Yeah, he won't.
You know what I'm saying? He's trying to improve each season. But when I see Magic Johnson, that kind of reminds me of Antetokounmpo in a sense, or Antetokounmpo reminds me of Magic in a sense.
Also, Antetokounmpo can handle the rock, not like Magic though.
Not like Magic though. But coach-wise, where he's
like
dominate, Magic.
He grab a board and run up the court. Yeah, he's as dangerous as anybody ever.
But in terms of the sets and all that,
the actual handle and the
vision.
It's
who you say is from that standpoint. Who would you compare to Magic today?
The closest is Kid. In terms of the way he was able to see the court, and LeBron obviously too. Yeah, that's the thing that people don't realize. I think LeBron might be the smartest basketball player ever.
Yes. I would agree with that.
Know what? And I just think because I think every generation gets to build on the next. And I think
that part. Say it one more time, Will.
Every generation gets to build on the next. So however good the last generation was, like you're gonna get the next generation to learn from what every generation did before.
My man in the kicking tonight.
Jordan was that guy Jordan's like the guy from the hood that got all the talent, all the dreams, and he lived it. He was a bad mofo, but not everybody in the hood can be like Michael Jordan. With the evolution of LeBron is street smart and book smart. And that's what's leading this new evolution. Michael Jordan wanted to go out, vice, gamble, do all that stuff, and then go on the court and give you 60. LeBron go over there, give you a smooth triple-double, do all that, go to taking care of the children, come back and do the same thing. It's different generations, man, but like I said,
I'm all the high sports opinion out there.
For all the credit and discredit they get, hold on right quick. I feel like LeBron respects the game more than Mike.
Oh yeah,
he does.
What are you gonna say though, Coach?
I was gonna say everybody tries to compare, obviously compare those two all the time. And like you started out this segment by saying build upon, but LeBron's impact you won't see into the next generation of players that come in. He is the one that on the U.S. side, from a talent perspective, take your talent and equate that to your basketball IQ. That's the only way that Team USA and USA players are going to be able to hold off the rest of the world as of right now, because that gap's closed.
Yeah, chat's wilding right now. I'll address y'all in a second. Let me get back to what Coach was saying. I'm gonna handle y'all. Y'all wait right here. Yeah, I think Bron is just a different player. Jordan's a genius, smart on the court, like crazy genius on the court. But like just by default, I think like Kobe learned everything that he could from him and more, because he kept studying and kept going. Like, I don't remember Mike going to work out with Olajuwon. Like Kobe was working out with everybody. It did not matter who.
He worked out with Dirk.
So yeah, somebody said, Dominic said LBJ smarter than Kobe and MJ. No, I would say yes. It's a difference of opinion.
I put it in the safe like this.
AG called that out.
I'm not calling Jordan or Kobe dumb, but they do at times in their careers put on like it's like a hearing aid. They put on a hearing aid and then it's like we don't hear you. So that's what I mean by dumb. They just dumb it down. They dumb it down to the point where it's their game, they're dominating. LeBron wants to keep everybody in tune, everybody in sync. He wants guys to go home and feel like they tried to do something tonight, did something, all that. Kobe and Jordan didn't give two shits. And then they're like, if y'all ain't doing something and it's the first 7 minutes, 8 minutes of the game, I'm going to tune out and I'm going to show y'all how to fucking get busy. Straight the hell up like that.
Also, for the people who are questioning whether LeBron is smarter than, like, it's almost just by default. Like I said, everything that they know has now become like the standard in what you teach, and then they're building on top of that. LeBron has learned everything that they already knew, and he's added to it. He also plays the game from a more cerebral standpoint, because his part of the game is a lot more getting other people's shots instead of just his own. So in that sense, he's doing more. I'm not saying, now we all know Jordan could pass his ass off, and so could Kobe. If they wanted to, they both could have averaged 15 assists a game and became point guards if they so choose. But they didn't. So let's not talk about what they could have done. The facts are the facts. LeBron has been a guy who could actually score just like they can, but then also pass at a point guard's level, like a Magic. So I'm not even taking sides on who's better, who's not. I'm just saying that I feel like from an IQ standpoint, I've never seen anybody as brilliant as LeBron. Just haven't. Kobe's right there. Jordan's right there. It's not by a lot, but I just think he's got an edge.
This is fire. You know why, fellas? Because we always, what's our number one rule? We try not to dumb down at all on any LeBron Jordan talk, and I don't think we really did tonight. You know why? Because we had a couple other greats mentioning that. But you know what the most illest thing is about it? Is that if you didn't think Steph Curry was a great, you found out from us tonight, he's in the conversation. And he was in this 10, 15-minute long conversation. So that means whenever you're talking at the barbershop, yeah, it's going to be Jordan LeBron. But we have to start expanding this, and not to say who's the best out of all of them, but it's a lot. This is what tells you it's a lot of great players, great talent. You can like whoever you like. But all these guys have a display of art that we love. And that's why we may be a Steph Curry fan, a Kobe fan, LeBron fan, Jordan fan, Hakeem Olajuwon. You know, bringing the Shaqs, the Kareems, the Bill Russell, Dr. J's, Mosmo, everybody from 1,000, 0 to 1,000, man. They all bring an art that we love. So, we have respect for all these guys, and we just had a respectful conversation, saying, and we can hold that. But we just not going to give the viewers headaches all day about talking about these two individuals. We're going to add a little sauce to it, man, and I'm happy that we had this tonight.
So, if Dominique's still in here, this is what I was talking about earlier.
You remember LeBron early in his career was a great player, but he wasn't a student. When he got traded to Miami, we had an exhibition game, and LeBron started calling our sets.
Started calling the sets out like Rondo.
Yeah.
Coming up to whatever, we're going to switch this.
And right when he did that, whoever was our assistant coach, I turned around and said, oh, boy, we in trouble.
Right. And it's no coincidence why it happened when he went to Miami, because who's the coach there? The film guy.
Yeah.
Spo.
And then if you had the film guy with the smartsman, and guess what?
And then also he was working with Coach K and them when they went to the Olympics.
Right. And you know, Coach K says he always keeps somebody on the low. He always keeps that guy that's, kind of coming up ascending on the low, being here. Rather, it's guys like JJ Redick becoming the new head coach. LeBron James ascending his USA career. There's a lot of things that go on with the game, and there's not too many people that want to sit there and really pay attention like that and involved to the game while being a basketball player. Shout out to those guys that can do that, you know what I'm saying, on the up and up. That's why people think LeBron James is going to be one day a coach of an NBA team because of things we see him display on the basketball court. Is Shaq top 10 basketball player GOAT? I'm going to say Shaq is a top 10 GOAT based on my time. Based on what I've seen in my years of life, Shaq's on that list because in the years I played, I've never seen anybody dominate as much as Shaq did. And Shaq could have been one of the best players in the game if he just hit free throws.
Mike, look, we can believe what we want. So it's either one or two things. Either, yes, we can talk about it, but we're going to have to talk about how probably the whole league is on them as well. Or we're going to have to realize that there's different eras. It doesn't really, we don't know what they were on and off back then either. Yeah. Like, not to mention,
you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Not to mention, like Jordan. If we're gonna talk about PEDs as something helping you, then we gotta talk about how the league literally just made sure Jordan didn't get murdered by the mob and also like be removed from the league entirely. So like, man, everybody got their little.
So Jordan doing that. And then people comparing LeBron to possibly doing that. It kind of evens out in terms of their overall status in the game as two of the best guys, you know? And I'll say this for what you said, Mike. And Coach said it, briefly, just like, yeah, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. Guess what? Listen here. That's the game. You want to stay at the top for so long, you do things, maybe twist the knot a little bit to get there. And I'm not saying LeBron did any of that, but hey, if he did, man, listen here. Man played 21 years of the game, dog. And my man ain't trending for that. He ain't trending for that.
See, it's an obsession. He can't help himself.
Going back to our early question, everyone waiting to see Bronny. You can wait to see Bronny. The only reason why Bronny's hyped like this is because you guys made it like this. We're going to wait to see him grow just like every other player we've had. Now, if we have an analysis of he's not it, then we're going to say it. If he is becoming, he becomes somewhat.
What's with the Travis Scott shit?
Travis Scott is always at Lakers games. He's front court seat. So he's kind of playing the new Jack
But I don't understand why everybody's so excited about this.
Because it's Travis Scott out there. They're probably
Who gives a shit?
And it's Big Papi in Boston for you.
Travis Scott gonna fool the side of a basketball game. Like
Travis Scott might be in 2K25. You might need him.
You mean the guy who gets people killed at his concert is acting a fool on the side of a fucking game? Yeah, I'm not even kind of surprised. Yeah. Fuck out of here.
Absolutely, man. NBA
talk. And like I really had a problem with it, but like multiple people brought it up. I'm like, what are we doing?
We got to, man. We still got a Christmas schedule.
Who is Rediver either? Who is this?
Shout out to you, man. Keep watching, keep subscribing. Tell your friends to subscribe. Come watch us, man. Wherever you are, wherever you from, nice to meet you, man. Nice to meet all you new viewers tonight, man. We out here.
As I alienate our new fans, get the fuck out of here.
Absolutely. We got Timberwolves, Mavericks, part of the Christmas slate. Western Conference rematch from last year. Dallas did win that series convincingly. You got a boss matchup in Boston. Maybe a boss matchup, maybe not. An early matchup between the Celtics and the 76ers. Both teams have read up. Both teams looking to come in strong. The Celtics possibly stronger, coming off a championship. There'll be months ahead from the banners and celebrations and all that. So, hitting that stride mode, Christmas is kind of when we think the NBA starts anyway. That's a good matchup to see in Boston. You got the OGs playing each other. LeBron versus Curry, Warriors versus Lakers. That game's going to be, I believe, in Golden State.
Those last two games are going to be snoozers.
Yeah, and then the end of the night.
Nuggets, Suns, Lakers, Warriors. I mean,
yeah,
Nuggets, Suns could be fun.
Oh, Warriors, Lakers going to be fun. Trust me.
Not really.
Unless the Lakers win by 20, but I think it's going to be entertaining.
It's a senior citizen game.
Hold on. One of these teams might find another star on Christmas Day. Who knows? Maybe it's Steph Curry in the Warriors.
No. That game's only interesting if LeBron and Curry are on the same team when that game happens. That's the only way that game's gonna be interesting.
Hold on. So, Will, conspiracy now, because now you're over here talking some crazy shit, and I actually am intrigued in that. Do you think that would really happen? By December? Shit.
Look.
Shit. Maybe the trend deadline.
I don't think so, but yeah, it's more of a deadline. But that's kind of my point. Yeah.
You take 25 out soon, man. So you put those two together in the game if you want to.
That's kind of the point, though. Like that game's not really gonna be interesting unless they're on the same team.
Crazy.
By that time, the food you eating and you're gonna be on the couch sleep probably. The first 3 games gonna be fire.
Nah, that tryptophan gonna be whooping your ass by then.
Yeah.
Also, that's Christmas. I'll be fucking floored by them last games. It's my birthday, so
it's your birthday, yes, right?
I'm barely a person by that last game.
Jimmy Buckets, of course. Jimmy Buckets a baller. I wish he'd get him one, but time's running out on him.
Man. You know, he never cheats the game, man. A guy maybe not going to be in a lot of the barbershop talk 20 years from now, but us watching the game as NBA players, there's always players in the game that we mentioned that maybe people don't mention as much, and Jimmy Butler will be on that list of guys, I feel.
Yeah, for this era, he's one of those guys that, like you said, you won't hear him in every conversation, but when you ask real hoopers who really love the game, they'll bring him up.
Sort of like Glenn Rice for me.
Like Glenn Rice, Joe Johnson is another one, those type of guys. Just absolute problems, but
high school Joe.
Yeah, just absolute problem, but maybe not necessarily
don't get the flowers that the superstars get.
Also, Jimmy, for every bit of the heart and sweat and blood that he puts on the court and how hard he plays every game, and he'll fuck up a locker room real quick. So, we got to keep that in mind. Like, he will set fire. And we look past it because we agree with him most of the time, but it doesn't matter. You're still torching a locker room. Like, you still are setting fire to the
Cat's heart.
Yeah, like Cat honestly, Cat's never been the same. Like he's never been the same since then. Like
him or Andrew. Well, Wiggins kind of reserved himself and then kind of went back into that Jimmy Butler syndrome.
Also, the fucked up thing is Cat was I get it, you gotta deal with shit and you gotta toughen up, but Cat was losing family members left and right.
Yeah.
And Jimmy was just stop being a bitch. It's outrageous.
It's crazy, now we look at the reality, all that stuff from that side, but it's so funny that he was hurt.
That's a 30 for 30 I want to see.
We do like Derrick Rose. We all can respect Derrick Rose.
Oh, Rose is one of my favorite.
Prime.
He played too violent. His
one of my favorite players. Violent. Yeah, he played too explosive though. He needed more layups in his life.
I think fans would have took him over Russell Westbrook. But Russell Westbrook's my guy, so I'm not saying that's a shot.
Because he was better than Russie early. Easily.
He came out the gate ready.
It kind of was Derrick Rose got hurt.
Better player in college too.
Westbrook.
Those are the two most explosive players, guards the league's ever seen. And right under them is John Morant and probably De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah. NBA season, man. Get your tickets, get your jerseys, get
KJ. I ain't forget about KJ. Crazy
KJ,
guard.
Yeah, he was.
2 months away.
Well, he bammed on the dream.
Yeah, he bammed on whoever got in his way.
He been dirty.
Wild boy, 6'2".
Did him dirty. Hold on. Speaking of LeBron, we spoke about LeBron earlier. You see how Yaku Sabe dunked on him?
Yo.
And they try to keep it away.
Yabusele fucking. Yo, he punched one on Braun mean too. Stared at him after.
It looks very intentional.
Yeah.
Shout out to France, man. Shout out to France. Nice Tony Parker. He's got a nice program going over there.
The world's about
to definitely helped him along, but they were like, oh, it's in France. Okay, we're gonna.
Yeah, the world's about to create some terror, man, in the next couple of years, man, with the FIBA.
But they can play.
They can play. They got everything that you could want on the team. Like you had your stars, you had your primetime reserves, your NBA OGs. You had everything in the pot to try to mix it to USA. It's just that, at the end of the day,
they lack veterans. They lack good veterans. They had Batum, but he's in the NBA, he's washed at this point. He's so washed.
And they had but didn't they have Evan Fournier too?
Yeah, and Fournier also pretty much washed.
Yeah, those guys were Yeah.
They need like a veteran who could still really hoop. Like
Did the
we
top
still
four teams
have
that should have make it?
Say what?
Did the top 4 teams that should have made it to the top 4?
Canada bombed. They're better than what they showed this year. Jamal didn't show
taking
up.
them over Serbia.
I think they have more NBA players on their team than Serbia does.
True.
But I do think Joker's the best player on the planet. So.
I had Powell on there balling.
Who?
Dwight Powell was balling for Canada.
Yeah.
And Dylan Brooks, no lie. Dylan Brooks was putting up some numbers, dog.
Dwight was out there like, fuck coach.
Canada was probably the absolute disappointment of the tournament, in my eyes, when it came to the medal round. Not necessarily before the medal round, but that's what matters and that's what counts. And they didn't get through day one of that.
Everybody wants
Joker.
Joker.
The quarters. Yep. They lost to France, right? Yeah, they lost to France. They lost to France.
Yes.
And France is a heavy underdog to win that game. So but I predicted France versus USA just because of the setting. Victor Wembanyama versus LeBron James, Steph Curry, KD, and all them. So Raiders beat the Cowboys, shit out of Dallas this weekend, fellas. Come on, bro.
Hey Nick, hang that banner, bro. Tell them.
Preseason, bro? Really?
Hang that banner. That
I'm gonna let you
preseason
get
banner.
that shot. I'm gonna let you get that shot because this might be one of the
starters against our second and third string. Sure.
Who's your quarterback? I'll wait.
And it's the crazy thing is, I wish for y'all to get better this year.
Why?
I wish for y'all all off season to get a QB in the draft. And you know what you did? They listened to two. Well, you couldn't anyway because somebody drafted a QB before you. But y'all didn't get better in my eyes. I feel like y'all be the same team, but this might be the most important game in Raiders history right here. Coming up against the Cowboys.
The Raiders are bums.
I actually got somebody some Raiders socks today, man. Speaking of that, you want to see them, Dominic? I got some Raiders socks. Hold on, I'm gonna show you the support we're gonna give Raider Nation for 2 seconds, man.
What exactly are the Raiders rating these days?
You know what I'm saying? I got 2 sucky ass team socks right now in here, and I bought them for 2 people. So you want to know what I got today? First off,
your D line is nice, but that's like
whack ass Raiders socks. I got some Raiders socks. Shout out to the Raiders, man.
We got any Buffalo Bill fans in here?
Wow.
Oh,
Jordan Phillips.
Oh, Jordan Phillips. Ain't that the same?
Dallas just traded for him. Defensive tackle.
Oh, that's probably one of their last dying breeds over there. Besides Von Miller, probably in that little core.
He was with Buffalo most of, but he signed with the Giants, and Giants are who the Cowboys traded with.
Oh yeah, because we had another injury today at D tackle. Somebody else got hurt, I think. And then the second pair of socks I got is for a fan up in New England. I got some Patriots socks, man, for a fellow New England fan, dog. You know what I'm saying? If you're interested in some Patriots socks to support your team, you know what I'm saying? I got some here. You know what I'm saying?
Stop stealing socks, too.
No, did not steal socks. It was a good deal at Marshall's, actually, downtown. And you know the crazy thing about it? It ended up being $9 for the 2 pair together, $4.50 each. And then when I walked out the store, I found a $5 bill. So I actually technically bought one.
I feel like I'm talking to Keon Coleman.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That man broke down the whole thrift shop and where he got his coat at. That shit was crazy.
He did do that. That's fine.
He's no fool for that. He was telling him where to get it and everything. It was nuts. Raffle them socks.
Raffle what socks off?
The socks you just showed. He said raffle.
No, I'm not. I'll raffle the Patriot ones off. I got somebody, the Raiders ones. I mean, we can raffle the Patriots ones off. Who wants to raffle for some Patriot socks? Patriot fans, a lot of them in here. So, you know, maybe as the season goes on, maybe we'll start raffling some stuff off. Maybe I got a bunch of like football stuff in here. I don't know if it's your favorite team, but maybe it's your favorite team. And
I really want to know who's Raidver and Go Mobler.
Yes, sir, man. But that's enough of the socks, man.
Somebody we know.
I know.
We got another somewhat interesting football topic. Y'all want to hear it?
Far away.
They ask weird questions though. Do you guys like Derrick Rose? My brain's still processing why somebody would ask that.
Because, man, you know, I just want to know because before we enter this here, this may affect some people. This may hurt some people. It might shut.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about Derrick. Okay, boy, if you don't listen, go ahead. Say what you're gonna say.
Jim Harbaugh, coach of the Los Angeles Chargers, has offered somebody a job, and he's considering that job. One, Colin Kaepernick was back in the NFL. Jim Harbaugh might give him a chance to be on the sideline, not the QB position,
like that.
but be on the sideline. The Los Angeles Chargers new head man revealed to USA Today he actually extended an offer for Kaepernick to join the Bolts coaching staff. We talked about it a little bit. Harbaugh admitted he's considering it. He was out of the country. He said he was going to get back to me. Oh, my God. Listen, this NFL season might be taking a twist. Colin Kaepernick might be top 10 trending on Twitter again, top 10 trending in the world again. All this stuff happening, man. So shout out to the young man. Shout out to somebody that, like, really rocks with him in the sense of, like, really rocks with him. Like,
that was his quarterback.
Yeah, no. But it's happy that, like, he treats him in, like, not even the fact that that's my QB too, but this is a guy that obviously if he's giving him opportunities and, you know, still in contact with him, there's a type of love there, you know, and most people can say, oh, well, this is just my coach and we go home and we come back to work the next day and we work together. So, the Harbaugh's move within football, the way they move within their family. And that's just like, yo, you here, you with us, then you're family. And we're gonna ride together. They always been like that, and you're right. I appreciate that about the Harbaughs. Like, I appreciate that. Colin Kaepernick, man. It's funny because they're player coaches, but they're not player coach in the sense that you typically. I don't know. I feel like
interrupting my podcast. Like,
oh, you know, don't be coming in here with your shit. We don't got no news tonight. We don't got no news today, all right? Welcome to my man Dale. He's here tonight. Shout out to how's you in the house? It's Mark.
Yeah, we good, man. We just did some fantasy football, man. We good.
Yes, sir. You ready, dog? Just about a month, little under a month until we whoop our ass in Dallas. You ready for that?
Yep. Yep. We ready. We gonna have our.
I see. I heard. Yeah.
Our makeshift offensive line. We gonna figure it out by week 2, and then we gonna win versus the Cowboys.
Damn, man. I dig in your bag a little bit for this new story here. And this is very interesting. This involves another MLB story. The Milwaukee Brewers owner, I guess this is he may be in some trouble. You know what I'm saying? As a neighbor is suing him, his next door neighbor. And his next door neighbor is suing him because he's accused of stealing sand from a public beach in Malibu for use on his private property.
Hustle, I love it.
So James Kohlberg, who was the next door neighbor, says he's seen a construction team working on Ananasso's home, operating enormous valuation of tidal zones, leaking oils and exposing local marine life to potentially hazardous byproducts. That sand is particularly valuable because it is on Broad Beach, which has suffered sand depletion due to high tides and storms. In 2015, the owners of 121 properties, including Dustin Hoffman, Ray Raimondo, Pierce Brosnan, joined together for a $31 million restoration project that involved trucking with mountains and sand from quarries of Simi Valley and Moon Park and trying to recreate Sandy Beach and Duns, a ladder atop a massive man-made rock barrier, according to the New York Times. What in the world is going on here?
So this dude's like the president of the homeowners association, right? Like, yes. Oh, you got this sand from the beach. I'm calling the people.
I know my sand, and this sand came from Earl Beach.
Right.
They want their shit back.
Don't step on my J's. Don't step on my J's. Don't do this. Don't do that. Don't touch my sand is the new thing in 2000. Don't touch my sand is the new thing in 2024. Don't touch it. Don't touch my sand, man. That to me, I seen that. I said, I gotta put this in. Like this
whose house was that?
The house belongs to a James Kohlberg.
Oh.
Mark Antonizio, who is the owner of the Milwaukee Brewers, is accused of stealing sand.
Oh, okay. That's the sports connection. All right, yeah. That's hilarious. Bro's filthy rich. Why you stealing sand, bro?
He's probably trying to steal sand because that could be the luck of the Brewers and try to push for NL pennant, possibly. I don't know.
Pretty much.
And they called this lady over here
Karen.
That's what this is.
Karen.
This is exactly what this is, bro.
Yeah. You can't be stealing sand. Hey, look, if everybody, you gotta have order and rules, Dale. If everybody can steal sand from the private beach, guess what? It ain't gonna be no more. A beach.
Mind your damn business, man. Don't worry about where I got the sand from.
I don't.
Mind your business.
I'm gonna fill your fucking pool up with sand. See how you like that?
Yes, sir. Hey, man, we have one more news story here. And this is probably gonna touch some hearts in a sense. You know, maybe people can relate to this situation. Simone Biles, we know we've I think people have claimed her as the greatest Olympian ever, I believe. Do y'all agree with that?
Greatest
Yes.
Much longer conversation. We'll just say yes.
And,
Yes.
and I'm telling you, watching her on Hard Knocks, like you get even more respect for her. Like she is a freaking athlete. She is a freak of nature.
Well, pretty individual, great athlete, artist and above, but you know, she's human just like the rest of us. And maybe some years in her life were dark. We don't know the exact story, but here her mother, her biological mother, is ready to meet the Olympic hero face to face. After decades of being out of her life, she wants to make things right.
Why'd you set this up like a eulogy? And then
I set it up like a eulogy. It's a eulogy. Like
it's not.
This girl's winning all these gold medals, and now your mama wants some. Listen here. That's what I think. But anyway, we're gonna get into this.
Maybe so, but it sounds like it's gonna be a sad story. It really is.
It's a sad story.
It's not sad. Her mom's a bitch. Fuck off. Like fuck her.
You probably relate to not having their mothers, man. Hey, real talk, people, real surely. Rest in peace to my mom. My mom was always around. My mom was always in my life, all this and that. But there was a lot of times where she was not. My aunt, had full custody of me. My aunt made sure, I had to correct things to, be here with you guys today, and I love my mom to death always. But, when like I said, I tapped the story and it killed me in a sense. And I'm not an athlete. I'm not rich or nothing. My mom, as I grew, got older, loved me for what I was. Every mother should love their kid. But hearing this, it triggers me because it's just like, why? Mm-hmm. Why after all these years, man? You know what I'm saying? That this happens and all that stuff, man. Her mom, when Biles was a toddler, she was placed in foster care as her mom battled drug and alcohol addiction. A lot of things that possibly went on 70s, 80s, 90s, for instance. And her grandparents stepped in and adopted her and her sister in 2003. Her mom said in a recent interview she would like to make up for time lost, but is leaving it up to Simone to set it up as she should. So the question, round table, should Simone let her mom re-enter her life?
She should do whatever she wants.
Right, she's her mom. At the end of the day, this don't have to be out in the public.
This ain't our business. That's what I'm saying. Like,
right.
Or somebody probably caught her. After all the fame, eventually they was gonna get to your parents. And the parents were probably waiting for that time, and now it's her time, I guess, to be, on the microphone or whatever she was on. But she said this, despite the broken relationship, this is the thing I said why. She says she's been watching the gymnastics career of her daughters from a distance. She said she even threw a party at her Columbus, Ohio home when Simone won her 7th gold medal at the Paris Olympics.
Good for her.
Weighing in as well on her relationship status and all this other stuff. This is why I kind of touched, you're asking these questions. She's answering, and that's almighty. But you got this girl right here that dealt with years of not having her mom and all that stuff. Like, this girl just won the Olympics. This girl just prestige herself and put her on the list of great Olympians of all time. And then this is the outcome of this is, in my eyes, may not be true. Maybe her mom has finally gotten through her senses of mind that this is a ploy. And it could be, it could not be. But in all, it's wild. Hopefully the girl's able to just celebrate her. We just wish she would just be able to celebrate, the way she is. But imagine what she's going through. This is a girl 4 years ago that left the Olympics for mental health reasons. There was things stemming, all this extra stuff. What it could have been, we still don't know. We just know that she was no longer at the Olympics anymore. So now you get 4 years later, she actually is able to compete in the 4 Olympics, wins the golds, and then this comes out.
Yeah, and she's still like holds so many records and just been so dominant. She's like the Michael Jordan up there, man, of gymnastics, man. Like it's real. So
Mike says, hell no, that woman has to live with that regret forever.
yeah, but I this don't need to be in the news. This her business.
No, this absolutely doesn't need to be in the news at all. And it's like it feel like the young, like me, and I say it here, when she left because of mental health reasons, no, I can't deal with her reasoning. But I wasn't a fan of her just leaving the Olympics like that and her team.
Yeah.
But her going through and probably still dealing with some of those things from 4 years ago, she kept pushing, and I salute that. So yeah.
Yep. Look, you got some breaking news I saw here on the Twitters.
Yeah, baby.
So the Cowboys and the Giants sent Jordan Phillips and a 7th-round pick to the Cowboys in exchange for a 6th-round pick.
Not bad.
So, Cowboy fans, how we feel about that?
It's all right. It's a little move, man. Hey, we can finally say that in news. The Cowboys made a move.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? It may not be the shiniest move. It's not the DATs or the CDs that we're waiting for right now, but it's something. It's something.
It's not bad. 6'6", 341. We take him in the middle.
Yeah.
We'll definitely take him in the middle, man.
And Will McClay, I trust. Real quick, I know we talked about it earlier, but I'll say it to the end. We talked about the WNBA Rookie of the Year. I put up the odds, and Caitlin Clark is at minus 2,500, and Angel Reese is at plus 650.
That's too big of a gap.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's too big of a gap, which makes me to think that something may happen. But at the same time, I'm still gonna roll with Caitlin. But that is too much of a gap. Like the gap was smaller, and then in a whole month span, it went crazy.
And nothing really changed in that month.
Really
right. I don't understand what happened.
And
you're probably betting on Angel Reese to not be as solid in the second half, maybe. But
also,
that doesn't happen.
Also, they both didn't kill. But if I had to nitpick, Angel played better in that All-Star game.
Yes, she did.
Agreed.
And I feel like for what the NBA possibly needs today, I feel like Angel, Caitlin's playing her role as well, but Angel's like fitting into that. You know, with the comments I said before the season started, she's definitely fitting into the fray of what the ladies need. They absolutely need girls that can tune the TV on for you, but you need to display your talents as well, man. And she's displaying them, trying to learn the offensive end, but on the defensive end, man, she's putting up prime time numbers right now. So, in all, man, definitely for the way the system's working and on each team, she's more familiar with the system. This is her system and she knows how to flow it. Caitlin's still learning bits and pieces of it, but that gap is crazy as hell. It is.
Yeah, don't count Angel out. If y'all want bet against Angel, you let me know.
Hey, listen here. Me, Coach, and Will, I think said that Caitlin will grab the Rookie of the Year honors. Dale, you're probably gonna go Angel Dale. You got petty cash?
Yeah.
All right, so let's see how much petty cash we can put together. Let's put on a bet for Angel Reese to win the MVP, just for the thrill.
Right. Yeah.
Let's see how it turns out.
Okay.
And if you guys want to participate as well, you can do that as well. This petty cash. It's plus 700. So listen here, even a $20 would make something if she wins that. You know what I'm saying? Let's do it. I'm down with it.
And then the other part that we discussed a little bit earlier, the Jason Sehorn Award. The 3 white NFL cornerbacks who are projected to start this year: Raleigh Moss of the Broncos, Cooper DeJean of the Eagles, and Ethan Bonner of the Dolphins.
That's right. Will, your thoughts? What?
I think YouTube sensitive.
Come on, Will. You got to fix your mic.
Fast white boys. Let's go. You don't get them a lot. They're like unicorns, man. It's good to see. It's good to see. It's gonna be funny though when they get torched.
Well, I'm hoping Dijon gets torched.
Oh,
How many of these guys don't go over the 3.5?
years?
Yes.
Yeah, they'll all play because they'll all
rookie contracts.
Yeah. The real question is under or over 3.5 at corner.
Yes.
Or do they end up safeties?
I think one or two of these guys changing their positions.
Or do they end up safeties? So yeah.
I think one is a solidified stud. I think one possibly who's a stud? The guy from Miami.
Bonham.
I think the guy from Miami is a stud.
I think Cooper DeJean is the stud.
I mean,
we'll see with the other guy though.
But Cooper DeJean is the more fascinating name. So I mean, it would be dope if he is. Look at DeJean. He'll get a DeJean Mustard contract off the jump.
He better have that NIL deal immediately.
Yes, absolutely.
There's no way Cooper DeJean Mustard isn't a thing.
Hey man, we got you. Last question from Dominic, man. He said, in his opinion, who's the best QB in the league right now after Mahomes? I mean, the field.
After Mahomes.
The field.
After Mahomes, give me Burrow, but I understand why people don't necessarily agree.
It's Lamar Jackson.
Availability.
That's what it is.
No, it's not Lamar Jackson.
It's Lamar Jackson.
It's not.
It's Brock
He's
Purdy.
a running back that just so happened can throw.
It's Brock Purdy, dog.
MVP. Y'all respect MVP, man. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Respect MVP.
Chris wants something for you. There.
It's either Burrow or Josh Allen.
It's definitely not Josh Allen. Okay, don't get me started on that.
Yeah, go ahead with your crazy.
Yeah, man. Speaking of Chris, man, shout out to my man Chris, man. I beloved.
Like him in New Orleans right now, though.
He would kick a baby publicly to get Josh Allen as his starting quarterback. He would drown a puppy.
Why you say not Josh Allen? Dominique, why are you trying to be funny? Dak would beat out anybody on your team right now.
I literally don't know who your starting quarterback is.
Dak might be there next year. Who knows? Might be a match made in heaven.
Aren't y'all starting Stidham?
Hold on. Is this real news?
So here's a breaking rumor. Okay, the Vikings have inquired about Derek Carr.
I love it.
After the injury to J.J. McCarthy, apparently the Saints are really impressed with what they've seen out of Spencer Rattler.
What I tell you about that Rattler boy?
A team.
I'm telling you, this is bull. It's bull. Don't believe this. Okay, this did not happen.
I've seen it earlier. I'm like, this is bullshit, man. This is
we want it to happen because I will want it to happen and for see him to go to Minnesota and ball out.
Lead the Minnesota Vikings to a wild card spot.
Oh man, Rattler. I said on week 8, like it might be sooner.
Get your bags ready.
I know y'all enjoy that.
They should have had the same socks. They should have had the same socks today on sale as well. Shit.
Y'all would enjoy that.
Absolutely, man. Denver needs a QB.
Chris, Denver just drafted their QB, and he's looking like, so far, he's looked second best of all the QBs. Although, maybe third. Daniels looked good. He only threw like 3 passes, though. So, but Bo Nix threw some passes, man. He was looking good. McCarthy looked good, too, until he died.
Absolutely, man. Actually, man, Shay, before we go into all in shout-outs, man, Will, man, you got a tap-out show on Friday night, USC coming along?
Who knows? My co-host is in peril right now, so we'll get back to y'all.
Yes. Jake's over there remaining getting his tan. He feels like tanning is not enough for him, so he's there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. But he will be out the tan room soon, looking like Hulk Hogan, reincarnated. We will see him soon. But
you know what, brother?
if you're tuning in, like, share, subscribe, STWF-TV to get not only this show here, but all the other shows that are produced by a lovely team of great guys. And I think a lady. And yes, man. It's always great, man. Speaking in my terms, gospel about just anything and everything.
Did you call him Hogan because he's racist?
No, I just call him Hulk Hogan because he's racist with a tan. Ah, shit, damn, Jake. I don't mean you're a racist prick, man, but you ain't a racist prick. Ray Hogan in that sense. But I actually do it too to say he's Hulk Hogan because Jake hates Hogan with a passion. Will sucks. Hold on, do it like Kurt Angle. Oh,
how about that?
Oh,
how about
damn,
that, motherfucker?
I forgot Will got the controls, man. Shit.
Yeah.
So you can do that with me.
Play with me if you want to. Play with me if you want to. Here today, gone tomorrow.
We're gonna tell Coach not to come out, and we're gonna do Dale New Orleans style, Chris.
Go find him in the Chattahoochee.
What's up, man? Fabulous show, fellas, man. Shout outs for the night, man.
Yeah, week 2. Week 2. I'm gonna say week 2 preseason.
Week 2
coming up.
The first week is 0 week.
Right.
And the game was not completed.
Right. Exactly.
Is there a new episode of Hard Knocks out?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Came on yesterday. This is the episode where you will see
555 Will sucks.
Simone.
That's good shit, Chris. I knew exactly what he meant when he said that. That's great. 555. Oh man, that's good.
Yeah, so Simone Biles beats her husband athletically, and it's like dominating fashion. So
she's
you gotta watch
exponentially.
Hold on. That might be good in some sense. That's not good for him.
Why not? That's great for him.
Hey, it is what it is, bro. You just gotta respect it.
No. I've seen females better than guys in a lot of things, but if a female's better than you in football, then that's the harsh reality.
No, not.
What's the athletic competition?
It was an athletic competition. It was,
no, any athletic competition in front of your homies? Hell no.
You lose.
In front of the world, it was rope climbing.
No, that makes sense. She's pulling up. She weighs nothing.
Yes.
One of my thighs is like her. No. That's her body.
No,
and she's strong AF.
And her upper body is probably stronger than his.
Hey, take your toxic masculinity somewhere else, man. We don't need.
No, it's not about that. No, it's not about that. At the end of the day, you go into the game. No, you go into it like you're gonna win, and then you don't win. You're gonna get over that, but the fact that it's in front of your team, is it in front of the team or right in front of your teammates?
It's on camera. So everybody gonna see it.
You know what happens? You know what happens?
Is it beneficial to beat your wife on purpose too?
Hell yeah, it is. You got shit. Listen.
Insecurities running rampant.
In the house, your lady can beat you all day. Outside, hell no. Somebody gonna be in your ear like that. Really just happened. The niggas really picked
to which I will respond, and I sleep with her. It's nothing. It's a win. There's
no. I'm gonna still sleep with her. I'm gonna still sleep with her. Oh, 2K. Okay, to beat your wife. Beat her with the stick. Oh man. Listen, man. It's not okay to beat your wife physically or mentally, but it's good for you to beat her after some sports. Physically and mentally in sports.
You gotta stop clubbing women, bro.
You know what? To an extent, that might help, because I think the first thing my wife and I competed against each other with was basketball, and I had to put it on her.
Yeah,
talking too much trash. I had to bust her.
If she's talking trash, yeah. But also, like, you had the upper hand. I don't think he has the upper hand there. She's a better athlete than him. Like,
yeah, wall climbing, yeah. That's going to be all her.
She is the greatest ever all time in her position. He's not even the top 1,000 corners.
Right.
He's
not even top 4 on his team, probably.
No.
And never has been.
And that's and my whole thing about it is just in front of the team. Like she beat you, cool. You can live with that. That's your wife. All that. But in fact, in front of the
still
team,
wins. He goes home with her at the end of the day.
Yeah, this
wasn't a hill to die on. This wasn't a hill to die on, bro. It
wasn't. Hold on, we're not talking about practice. We're talking about the team.
when you see this race, you're gonna be like, you know what, bro? I understand.
No, hell no. Play it to me 100 times. I'm gonna still say the team.
She can line up the team and smoke every one of them. I guarantee it.
Hey, man.
She can line up their team.
Also, if she's beating you in the race, you have the best view in the house.
Hold on. If Simone Biles beats me, that's cool. In front of my team. You beat your husband in front of his team? No.
You're wearing this out.
It's okay when she could beat the entire team, bro. It's okay.
No. People on the line.
She's a more accomplished athlete than everyone on that field combined.
Hold on. Yeah. Caleb's gonna break his nails and say, "Try me." Listen, somebody whispered in that Bears locker room like, "Yo, she ain't gonna do that to me." That's all I'm saying.
I bet you somebody's saying that. Yeah. I can bet you that. So
that's a good one, man. That was definitely a good one. Can't laugh before the night ends. Don't beat your woman, dog. We don't bring that at all.
Toxic.
But when it comes to sportsmen, you better be competitive as fuck, even if it's for that 10 minutes.
Toxic.
And then give her the DM.
Toxic in here.
Give it a DM, you heard?
Toxicity, all-time high.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Shout out, fellas, man. Shout out.
I need an inversion table. My back's killing me.
Shout out to everybody tuning in tonight, man. We appreciate y'all, man. As always, man, hit that subscribe button, hit that follow button on whatever streaming platform you're on, man. Tune in to us, man. We blazing, we heating up, man. Football season's blazing. Everything blazing right now. We right in the thick of things with it, man. So shout out to the #1 podcast in the world.
Yep, and we're working on trying to get you guys a betting show.
Yes, we in the right now. Betting show. Just got to get a time on it. We will get a time on it, but we'll try to bring you each and every week something betting. Me and the homeboy Kyle. Shout out to Dale for linking this up. We're gonna try to plan some things, man, and get something rolling, man. Potentially for people to try to get some money. Now, if we don't win you money on a particular day, don't come at my DM, dog. Don't be coming at me for losses. Don't be like these fans blaming players for losing in fantasy football. All that, man. I ain't that type of guy. Because if you do that to me, I'm coming to your crib. Real talk. So listen here.
Bring your ass outside.
Was that what you were saying online?
Yeah.
You heard?
Who keep money on the side for flights? Shout out to everybody tuning in, man. Love, always love here, man. Shout out to everybody.
Just me and Took showed up at your doorstep like Jay and Silent Bob. With your ass talking shit on live. That'd be funny.
They're gonna be looking through the blinds.
That's a dude. All right. Do roll call here, coach?
Yeah, roll call. We got a lot of people here tonight.
My man sliding here and started directing. Started producing.
Hey man, he took the Wednesday slot for the end of the shout out to you, Dale, baby. Appreciate
it. We had a kilo comments. Bobby was in here. I don't know if he's still here, but Bobby was up in
here.
Get
it, Bobby.
Kawan. We had Sean came through and hollered at us. Mr. Sexy Scottish. Anthony Price. Dominique came in, spring a little hate here and there.
Yeah, a number one.
And we had some new people. Go Numbler, Raidver, who was obsessed with Travis Scott. Cyan Man.
It got weird with him and Travis, yeah.
Vertigator.
Yeah, this happened to me too.
Oh, it was on yours as well?
Yes.
Oh, so it's some mutual crazy person. Who is this?
I bet it's somebody we know.
Of course, if they're on both shows, yeah, they're little stalkers.
And I think that was it. Oh, and Chris Vick. Shout out to Chris, man.
You better chill out, dog. Nah, real talk, Chris. Chris got a couple spots in this free fantasy league, man. If you want to come in, tune in for free, and win a prize if you're the champion at the end. Chris hooked me up last year. Hit Chris up, man. Join his fantasy league. He told me to promote him on our platform. So I'm gonna listen to Chris tonight. Chris, I got you, dog. I got you, Uncle Chris, baby.
The prize is he knows your address at the end.
He does not know my address. I gave him somebody else's address last year.
Yo, I just took Coach the fuck out. That's why he set the camera off.
All right, Will. This is yours.
Hey, Will, end of the night joke. We all know why 6 was afraid of 7 because 7 ain't 9. Why was 10 afraid? Why?
11, 12, 13. I post STWF wherever you can. You are, Chris, man.
Because it was in the middle of 9/11.
That is terrible. That is terrible.
Too soon.
I mean, it's been about 20-something years, man. Shit.
Not soon enough.
That was terrible.
Shout out everything, man. Shout out.
A lot of skydivers that day.
Oh wow. But yeah, a lot of fun, fellas. A lot of fun.
Yep.
We got a lot of stuff on the rise. The SEC shows coming. Can't wait for that. Will,
yeah. Mike.
And I am working very hard to make that dream weekend come true, brother. Where we can catch the Florida and UT game and then tailgate at Tech State. I'm in Capital State. So I'm working on it.
That would be.
When was this?
None yet.
I believe it's
October. Oh, fuck you, man.
They actually playing in Arlington?
Huh?
They actually playing that game in Arlington?
No, it's in Austin. So we're gonna look it down I-35.
I got you.
Tailgate children. I got a couple of people I'm hollering at just trying to give me tickets.
Gators. I'm gonna go 1,000 miles to watch my guys get fucking mud stomped in the middle of the night.
It's all about the experience.
Spoken like some guys whose teams are used to losing. I would not know.
Oh man. Welcome to the club, brother. Welcome to the club. It's lonely down here. You gotta find a positive spin and everything.
Said all these years it's been lonely at the top. Now it's gonna be lonely at the bottom.
Yeah.
Just one more thing, man, before we leave here. It is football.
No, you're
season.
banned.
I wish I was. But football season is approaching us. That means not only the NFL season, college season, high school season coming up, but Pop Warner, where a lot of people start their football careers, man, and there's a lot of states that have the people and the people around them that have league year by year, no problems, but I think Massachusetts is hitting that problem here. Shout out to the Lynn Pop Warner football team. If anybody knows anybody in the Lowell area, Lowell, Massachusetts, or any surrounding areas around that doesn't have a Pop Warner team, they need volunteers, man. They need volunteers for their 5 through 10 youth football program. So if anybody is interested in volunteering, they practice at Desmond Practice Place behind Crowley Stadium. Look it up, Lowell, Massachusetts. Help support and volunteer. Help the youth out, man, if you can. And to all teams that are looking for volunteers and coaches or players in general. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that's hearing it, man. Go around your local cities. Maybe you want to play football. There's still open slots left for a lot of football teams in the state of Massachusetts.
There we go.
I actually got a few kids from the neighborhood over here in Lynn to go to the football field to go play for the Lynn football team. And I seen his pops today, and his pops was like, I appreciate you. Thank you very much. The coach is already feeling him so far. He never played defense a day in his life. He playing defense, and they loving him. So
let's go.
He's playing flag football. I'm like, dude, eventually you have to – I know flag's safer, but you have to get into that real gritty. You're not going to really feel yourself as a football player until you really get on that field and get hit. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, shout out to you.
Yeah.
You heard the man.
That's true.
But man, hey, We don't advise you to color your paint nails over here, but the Chicago Bears with my 350s gonna win the division this year. And it's gonna be because of one man, not two men, one man, and that's my man.
Find this. Find this podcast and others on STWF-TV, the podcasting network, where